Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and today we're asking the question, who is your future spouse? Who will you be marrying? Okay, we're gonna get really detailed. I have 6 piles for you to choose from. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so you can pick a card number, pause the video if you have to, and I'll put the timestamps in the description box below and in the comment section so you can see, so you can just skip forward to which pile you chose from. Okay, so see you at your pile, guys. Bye y'all. Hey y'all, pile number 1, this is your reading, and today we're asking the question, who will you be marrying? Who is your future spouse? How are they like? The first question I'm gonna ask straight up right her is their personality. Okay, so that's these 3 cards, and then the next 4 cards is gonna look at how your relationship will be like in the marriage with them. Okay, and then we have like these cards to get to as well that I'm gonna explain, and then we have a lot more cards to get to. Okay, we're gonna pull a few fortune cards. I'm gonna pull a few cards on how their personality is like, and then some messages from them to you in the future. Okay, so messages from them to you in the future once you guys are in a relationship, like how they'll feel about you, etc. Okay, so we're getting pretty detailed up in her, so let's get started. Okay, I have a lot to say. So first of all, I feel like the person that you're going to be marrying is someone who's going to be very logical and practical. Okay, I'm getting that from like the King of Swords right here. So someone who's very logical and practical, and someone who thinks with their mind first and their heart last. Okay, so your person is super intelligent too, which is not surprising because we just said that they're super logical and practical, right? So not surprised that they're super intelligent as well. But yeah, just someone who listens to, you know, their head first. So very logical, very practical. Okay, they're going to listen to their emotions and stuff last. They're going to put their emotions aside when making everyday life decisions and choices. Okay, and with the Devil in reverse right here, I feel like this is someone who is very much in their power. Okay, like this isn't someone who get like addicted to things easily or lose their way or like struggle with things like, you know, body image or like eating too much or eating too less or like drinking too much or drinking too less. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, this is someone who's very balanced. Like, they know how not to get themselves caught up in crap. Okay, so that's like the main vibe I'm getting, you know, here. So someone who's very balanced. Like, they're not someone who will struggle with things that much, you know. So, but I'm also getting with the Wheel in reverse that this person is like, they don't want anyone controlling them or telling them what to do. Okay, so they do have issues with people telling them what to do. So perhaps this person is trying to be their own boss in the future, but we're going to get more information on like career and stuff like that later. But you know, this person is very much trying to be like their own boss in the future because they really don't like anyone telling them what to do. Okay, and speaking of control and them not wanting, you know, people to control them, they themselves don't like not having control. Okay, so this is someone who likes to have a plan. They need everything organized. They need to control everything to make sure that it comes out perfect and just the way they want it to. And I feel like this is with everything. Like, this is with them making plans. This is with them even in their day-to-day lives. You know, they very much want to have control. And I'm not getting the vibe this is like toxic control. Like, I don't think they're like gonna try to control you and all that. But I think in their everyday life or their plan for their life, their plan for their career, etc., they very much need to be in control and be in the driver's seat. Okay, so yeah, so when things are not in their control, I feel like this bothers them and they get very overwhelmed. Okay, so they like to have a plan, they like to be in control, they like to see where things are going. Okay, so not surprised at all because the King of Swords came out first, so all of this kind of makes sense. But so with these 4 cards right here, okay, we're asking, how will your relationship be like once you guys are married? Guys, sorry, I'm gonna clear my throat real quick and take a sip of water. I like feel it like constricting. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I feel like this happens to me in like every video I make. I don't know if some of you guys are my subscribers and you've seen my other videos. Like in every video I'm like, guys, hold on, I'm gonna pause because my throat, I don't know why. I think it's when I talk too much or with intention, like my throat constricts. But anyways, I'm back. Okay, so these 4 cards right here, like I was saying, is just gonna show us like how you know, your relationship will be like once you guys are married. Okay, so it looks amazing, I'll tell you right off the bat. Okay, so I feel like your married life with them is going to be very peaceful and calm, especially with the Temperance here. Okay, so I don't see a lot of like drama or conflict or arguing all the time. It seems generally really peaceful and happy, okay? Like I'm just getting a very happy, chill, like peaceful vibe. And I feel like the both of you are going to treat each other with a lot of respect, and you guys are going to treat each other very fairly with this card right here. Like I'm totally getting that. Like for example, you guys aren't going to be like one person's mostly doing all the work in the house, or like, you know, one person gets to call all the shots about which location you're going to go on vacation at. Like it's not going to be like that at all. This seems very, very balanced, and like you guys are going to be very much a team and like ask each other what you want to do, what someone doesn't want to do, like plan things out in that way. Like it's not going to be one-sided at all. And you know, I guess that also explains why this relationship is going to be so peaceful and like smooth sailing, or this marriage, I mean, it's going to be so peaceful and smooth sailing, okay? And I feel like both of you, with the Eight of Pentacles right here, I feel like both of you guys are going to be doing your own thing, okay? And you guys are going to give each other space. Like for example, like this is just an example. I'm not saying this is you specific, you guys, this is your guys' relationship specifically, but an example is like, let's say you have a hobby, and that hobby is like a book club, okay? You have your own book club, so people come over and you guys talk about books, right? So you're gonna be busy doing that on the side, and then your person is probably gonna be like, let's say they have a hobby of building things, right? Like just building things, maybe pottery or something, so they're gonna kind of do that on their own. And then like you guys are gonna work on that like for a few hours, maybe on the weekend, and then you guys are gonna reconvene for lunch and like spend time together and talk about stuff over lunch and then dinner. Do you get what I'm saying? Like maybe I went way too detailed in that, because you guys probably already understood what I was saying, but yeah. So it seems like you guys were gonna have your own hobbies or like goals. This can even be like career or something that you guys kind of do separately, but then you reconvene, you know? Like it's not like you guys are doing all these hobbies together all the time. I mean, obviously you guys are probably gonna do things together, but I feel like you guys are both gonna have like these goals or hobbies that you guys are gonna kind of do on your own, kind of your independent thing, and then like reconvene and like talk about it and stuff, you know? So you guys are very much both independent, I feel like, and you guys both are going to give each other a lot of space, okay? But it's not in a toxic way. I think it's in a very healthy and balanced way. This whole thing feels very balanced. And with the Moon card right here, I feel like both of you guys are going to be very intuitive, okay? So I feel like both of you guys are going to have a very good intuition, and it's going to be a very like spiritual connection. Like I feel like you both are going to be very intuitive. You guys are going to always listen to your gut, and I feel like both of you are going to be very spiritual as well, because I do see that there's a lot of awareness happening in this relationship. Like you both are going to really trust your gut on things, and it just feels like a very spiritual connection. And that's probably another reason why it explains why it's so peaceful and like smooth sailing, you know? So you both seem very aware and understanding of each other. So let's explain all these other cards. So, you know, I just kind of like asked Spirit, like, can you give me more information about their married life, or pile number one, it's like future spouse. And these two cards came up right here. So we have like, these are from the same deck. But we have love, so obviously lots of love in this connection, which we already kind of got the vibe of, right? Like things being very fair and peaceful, and not a lot of arguing. I don't see a lot of drama. And then inner peace as well. I was surprised when that came out. I literally was like, oh my god, Spirit, because like I remember I pulled all of these four cards, right, first, and then I saw the Temperance. I kept looking at the Temperance because that's like just, you know, means like balance, peace. And then I shuffled this deck right here, which is where this card flew out first, you know, and then that card. But I was like, oh my god, because we have like peace twice here. So, you know, basically, like I said, very peaceful connection here, okay, which is awesome. And I just noticed there's two fishes on here too, you know, so that's, I don't know, I think that's kind of cute. That reminds me of you and like your future spouse, and like just being very peaceful and harmonious here. But with these two cards right here, okay, so my intuition's telling me that since both of you guys are going to be very spiritual, I feel like you are going to be able to be yourself completely and entirely with this person. Like they're not going to think some of the things that you do, like spiritual wise, or like some of the beliefs that you have, they're not going to judge it. They're not going to think it's weird. You know, they're going to be very understanding, and that is going to be so like amazing for you, because you're going to be able to be yourself. You're not going to want to like hide anything. You're not going to want to suppress anything or feel like, are they going to judge me? Like you're going to be able to be yourself totally. And I feel like this is you guys, but I feel like you guys are like either light workers or star seeds, you know, and that just kind of means like, you know, you guys are here to, you guys have a purpose here, and it is to spread positivity and like maybe even spirituality, you know. So I mean, this could be them, but I have a feeling this is you. But like it just brings me to my point that you're gonna be able to, like, they're gonna know this about you, and you're gonna be able to be yourself with them and like completely, okay. And that's another reason why I feel like this relationship feels so peaceful and balanced, you know. And with this card right here, it says jump in. I don't know if you guys can see this because it's kind of far from the camera, but anyways, if you guys can't, this just says light worker. It just says light worker, star seed, serve the world by being you. So you're gonna be able to be you with this person, okay. And then this one says jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. So the vibe I get from this is that I feel like you guys are gonna have a lot of adventures together. I feel like you guys are gonna have like this exciting, you know, I mean, very peaceful and balanced, but it is gonna have like excitement there. Maybe you guys are gonna like traveling together, okay. But I do feel like once you guys, like the main vibe I was getting from this card is that once you guys like get together, you guys are going to experience a lot of change, okay. But I feel like both of you were going to be ready for this change. You know, some people get freaked out like when they're entering a commitment, or like they're getting engaged or they're about to get married. They kind of freak out. It's like, oh my god, like what, you know, am I doing the right thing? You guys are not going to feel like that at all. Like you guys are gonna know that there's major change coming, and maybe that was gonna kind of freak you out a little bit, but you guys are both gonna know in your heart, like, this is it, like this is what I want to do, like this is the one, you know. So I feel like that's the major vibe I'm getting from here. Like jump in, like you guys are just gonna be like, yep, I'm ready to jump into this change, like I feel good about it, I'm, you know, let's do it, okay. So it says yes, say yes to change. So that's the vibe I'm getting from this card. That's my main vibe right there, okay. But so I asked the same question to Spirit about just giving me more information about your relationship with your future spouse, and like how the marriage is gonna look like, and some, you know, maybe some information about them too. And we got these two cards, her, okay. So we have, oops, a close friend acts on your behalf. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me zoom in for you guys. Okay. So a close friend acts on your behalf, and then we have let your intentions be known. So I'm getting the vibe that, like, my intuition is telling me that perhaps you guys start out as friends and then it progresses. But what my intuition is telling me more of is that maybe there's a friend that you guys have like in common, or like basically the point is that a friend, I feel like a friend is going to hook you guys up together, okay. Like perhaps you guys are going to be single or doing your own thing, and then there's either your friend or their friend is going to be like, you know, somehow be like the matchmaker here, okay, like somehow get you guys together. And that's the main vibe I'm getting. But it could very well be that you guys start out as friends and then like things kind of progress or escalate. But my vibe is that there's going to be a friend here that you guys might have in common, or maybe it's just your friend and they met this person somewhere, or your friend met this friend's friend, you know, like, and through them you were able to like meet your person. That's the vibe I'm getting, okay. And it says let your intentions be known. So I feel like you guys are gonna immediately know, right? Like you guys are gonna immediately know that, oh my god, I'm really into this person. And maybe that's when like the friend kind of helps you too, you know, like or maybe it's, yeah, I think it could be their friend as well. It's not specifying who on what side, but it could be their friend as well. Maybe they are like, oh my god, I really like this person, and then their friend kind of comes in, you know, and somehow like is like the matchmaker or something. But the vibe I'm getting from this card with let your intentions be known is that, you know, through a friend, like both of your intentions will be known. So either that's your friend or their friend, but one of you is gonna, either them or you, is gonna tell a friend that, oh my god, I really like this person, and then the friend is gonna act as like the mediator, okay. That's the vibe I'm getting with the let your intentions be known, okay. So I hope that wasn't confusing. I did a lot of back and forth there, I'm so sorry. But like the main point was there's gonna be a friend, either theirs or yours, that's gonna mediate, and it's because you guys are gonna tell them how you feel about this person, okay, or they were gonna tell them, okay. And then we got these two cards right here as well, okay. So I got house and a message of concern. So The vibe I'm getting is, first of all, house is obvious. I feel like you guys are going to own a house together. You guys are going to live together, okay? But I do feel like specifically you guys are going to buy a house together and after you guys get married, okay? And message of concern is, I feel like, you know, perhaps, you know, you guys, when you guys first start out, I feel like it's going to be, like, I can't talk right now. The main way you guys are going to contact each other is via like messages, okay, like text messaging or something. I feel like that's how you guys are going to mostly like contact each other and express your concerns, and as in like your feelings is the vibe I'm getting, is, you know. So yeah, my point is that I feel like you guys were gonna express each other's feelings or express feelings to each other via like messages and communication that way. I don't think it's gonna be initially like, you know, you guys are going to be hanging out up front all the time. I think the main messages when it comes to feelings, and maybe that's because you guys are both going to be kind of like fearful of like saying how you feel, you know. Maybe that's another reason why let your intentions be known came up. Okay, I just now connected the dots. So that's, I mean, obviously, I think my first thing still goes. You guys are both going to like each other, but maybe you guys are going to be afraid to tell each other. That's why a friend is going to, you know, like you guys are going to tell a friend and the friend is going to mediate. And I feel like that's the reason why the main way you guys are going to be contacting each other or telling your feelings for each other to each other is via like messages. Okay, like so text messaging, etc. Okay. So that's the vibe I'm getting. I hope that didn't confuse you guys, because I did kind of stumble a little bit to explain it because my brain is like moving faster than my mouth is. But okay, so let's get some messages. Well, not messages, but so I asked Spirit before pulling messages out of this pile. Let me zoom out a little bit. I asked Spirit, how is pile number one's, or what is pile number one's future spouse like? Okay, like what's their personality, like what are they up to? So these are the cards I got. So happy. So that tells me that you guys, this tells me that you guys are going to be in a pretty happy relationship, which we kind of already established, right? Like with inner peace, love. So yeah, I feel like you guys are going to be pretty happy together. And dramatic. Okay, so the person you're going to be marrying, pile number one, is going to be kind of dramatic. Okay, like maybe they're going to be a little bit dramatic. Great connection. Yep, I think we already got the vibe of that with like the temperance card right here, right? And justice card for being fair to each other. Definitely got that vibe. Driven. So your person, pile number one, like your future spouse, is going to be super driven when it comes to their career and goals. Heightened awareness. I was getting that vibe with this moon card, because a moon card is all about like intuition, right? So definitely you guys are going to be very like aware and intuitive, and like I feel like there's a lot of spiritual awareness here as well. Interesting. I totally got that vibe, guys. Career. Yep. Remember I said they were going to be driven, right? So yeah, definitely career focused person right here. Struggles in career and projects. So I feel like when you guys first meet them, they might be struggling in their career, and I think that's just because they want more. I don't think they're gonna be like not making enough money or like not having a career or anything. That's not the vibe I'm getting at all. I feel like they're just gonna like probably be in a career that like they want it to get better, or like it's not moving as fast for them, or they want another career or job, something like that. But I think it will work out for them though. Successful. Yep, literally that came out right after struggles in career / project. So I feel like they're just not like, it's not like they're gonna be struggling with finances or their career. It's just that I feel like they're gonna want more, because this person is super driven, right? So they're gonna want more. Like this person's like a go-getter. So so I think when you guys first meet them, they're going to be in that state of wanting more, like not being satisfied in their career, but then they're going to get there, you know, because they are super successful. And we have music. So this person likes music, okay? So I think maybe they turn to music as a form of therapy. And, you know, some people, I mean, everybody likes music, right? Like everyone likes music, but I feel like this person likes it a lot. Like music is their form of therapy. You know, they're the type of person who always has like playlists and like maybe like their Alexa box on, just, you know, telling Alexa to play music. So yeah, so definitely get that vibe. A lot of yellows and greens here, by the way. So okay, we're gonna get to love bombs. Okay, so these are just messages that you're like, it's the way your partner will talk to you in the future, like what messages they have for you once you guys are together in a relationship. Okay, so we have, I always smile when I know I'll see you soon. That is cute. I really appreciate everything you've taught me. Oh, so they're going to be learning a lot from you. Your calming presence is truly appreciated. You know what? Calmness kept coming up, like peace and calmness, right? We have peace, we have like calm relationship. So maybe it's you. Maybe you're the one like that has that calming, you know, presence in this relationship, which is what keeps things calm and not like, you know, very contentious. So that's interesting. I admire your ability to bring out the best in others. Love it. Yes. Okay. Not sure why this came up, but do you know what this reminds me of? This card just reminded me of this, where it said, jump in, say yes to change. So the vibe I'm getting from this card is the same thing that I've said before, right? Like, I feel like you guys are just gonna know. You guys are just gonna know, and you guys are just gonna jump into this like head first, okay? So that's the vibe I'm getting. And then we have, you made my day, thank you. So that is super cute. So yeah, pile number 1, this is all I have for you guys, okay? So if you like this message, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the description box below what pile you picked, because I'm very curious. Like, I love it when you guys leave comments about which pile you picked, and then because I just like to rewatch it just to see, because I'm a curious person. But yeah, guys, this is awesome. Really good reading. Take care. Bye, y'all. Hey, y'all, pile number 2, this is your reading, and today we're asking the question, who will you be marrying? Okay, so who is your future spouse? We're gonna get to what their personality is like with these 3 cards, and then these 4 cards will tell us what your relationship is going to be like once you guys are married. And then we have a lot more cards to get to, so we're going to discuss these cards right here as well. And plus we have some cards that are going to give us a little bit more information about their personality, and then we have some future fortune cards, so fortune madame, and then kipper, and then we have some love bombs. And the love bombs are just cards that are messages from them to you from the future, and how they would talk to you and what they like about you. Okay, so we're gonna get pretty detailed up in her, and I think this is the first video I'm making that I'm not using the tea leaf cards. I just didn't feel like it was appropriate for this one. Like, those kind of are very broad, and I wanted to be more specific. Okay, so anyways, this will be interesting. So let's get started, because we have a lot to get to. Okay, so right off the bat, these 3 cards are going to tell us about their personality, okay? And what I'm getting is that your person has been through a lot of hurt and like betrayal and heartache in the past, okay? So, and I feel like this is going to kind of affect their relationship with you, or like their personality, and like how they kind of, you know, how they're kind of shaped, but we'll talk more about that, okay? So, but I feel like this person has been through a lot in the past, okay? So I feel like they've had to deal with a lot of toxic people and like haters who have kind of backstabbed them or something, you know? But I feel like they have risen above all of this. I feel like they've had to get rid of quite a few toxic people, and they kind of have risen above all of this. Like, I don't think it bothers them as much anymore, but because of this past, they still kind of have trust issues, okay? So that's what I'm feeling like with that. And I feel like because of their past, they still kind of have trust issues, like I said, and they might still have a hard time opening up to people and like fully trusting them, okay? And also with this card right here, I feel like your future spouse is someone who's going to be very like witty, intelligent, enthusiastic, maybe even a little bit quirky. I'm kind of getting Gemini vibes a little bit from here, okay? And this is like, yeah, air sign. What else do we have? Okay, we have air, and we might have fire sign here too. But yeah, so they're kind of like, I would describe them as someone who's going to be really like witty, intelligent, enthusiastic and maybe even like a little quirky, like I said. So quirky is like a little weird, you know, but in like a cute, unique way. So I feel like they do have like a pretty unique personality. And this is someone, like your future spouse is also going to be someone who's very like curious and eager to learn, okay? So this is a very curious and intelligent person. And yeah, and I'm also getting the vibe here that they're really patient as well. Like this is going to be someone who's pretty patient. I do get them, yeah, I get them being a little bit patient. Not really calm. I'm not getting calm, but I'm just getting someone who's like patient, like someone who can wait a while, who is not in a rush, you know? Like in things, like for example, like just, you know, how there's some people that are always kind of in a rush, like they want to get something done quickly, but they seem kind of patient in that regard. And that's the vibe I'm getting. But another thing is with the death card in reverse, the first thing like my intuition told me was that this person does not like change, okay? So this person's very stubborn when it comes to change. Like anything that will alter their comfortable environment, or like, you know, or even anything that they're going through or feeling, anything that will alter it is gonna kind of freak them out a little bit. Sorry guys, I can't talk. Yeah, so like I feel like, yeah, change is very difficult for them, and this is the type of person who will want to hold on to something that seems familiar, even if it isn't good for them. So even if something isn't good for them, but it feels familiar, therefore comfortable with the familiarity, they're still not going to want to get rid of it. You know, that's how hard it is for them to budge when it comes to change, you know, and like new and unfamiliar things. So I thought that was really interesting. And with these four cards right here, so we're just looking at what your married life will be like with their future spouse. So with this person, what will married life be like for you, okay? And with this Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords, I'm getting that you guys will have a lot of arguments in your marriage with each other. I do see a lot of arguments, unfortunately, and like a lot of hurt feelings with like the Nine of Swords right here, because the Nine of Swords is like my card of someone feeling kind of burdened or sad. And I mean, I don't think you guys are going to be sad in this marriage, you know, like I don't think you guys are going to be like feeling sad or burdened in this marriage, but I feel like there is a lot of arguing that I feel like I'm picking up on that might happen. So like a lot of arguing and fighting here, and I feel like it's when those arguments and fights happen is when you kind of feel like burdened and kind of sad. But I'm not getting the vibe that this is just how you're gonna be, like it's just a sad marriage or anything. No, I'm not getting that at all. It's just that I do see a lot of arguments and fighting happening here, okay, which is something you guys can work on and grow out of. But I do feel like with the Two of Wands, like this came up, like this message just popped up in my head, but the Two of Wands is all about my planning card, right? So I do feel you guys are going to be collaborating with each other and making plans for the future, but specifically the message that popped up in my head is that you guys are going to be planning for kids, okay? Like I see this pile like planning to have kids, okay? So this person does want children. I'm not sure right now if you guys want children or not. You know, perhaps maybe some of you guys don't right now. Things can change in the future, but like the message that kind of popped up in my head from the Two of Wands was planning to have kids, okay? So this person wants to plan to have kids. And with the Star card right here, this is a really good card. Like I feel like the Star card gave me the vibe and like is telling me that you guys are going to have a lot of faith in each other. Like you guys were going to have a lot of faith and hope in each other to just be this amazing spouse, okay? Because the Star card is like my trust and hope card, you know? And like they look so like, even the way she's looking, right? Like so hopeful. Like I trust you, don't let me down. I trust you, you know? Like I have faith in you, don't ever let me down. So that's just the vibe I'm getting, that is that you guys are going to have a lot of hope and faith in each other, and like a lot of, what I meant to say is a lot of trust and faith in each other. And like the hope part is just, you know, hoping this person's always going to be there for you and going to stay that way, like just being very trustworthy and like, I don't know, I'm probably not explaining it right, but basically I feel like you guys are just going to trust each other a lot. Like this is going to be your person who you tell everything to, and they know everything about you, past, present, you know, future, and you guys are going to trust them a lot, and you guys are going to have a lot of faith in them as a partner, okay? And they're going to, and same with them to you, like they're going to trust you a lot. And remember, this person had trust issues, like they've been backstabbed and have gone through a lot. So, and even the trust card right here, I just noticed that it's like right there in my face, but like, yeah, even with the trust card right here, I feel like you guys, like this person's going to trust you a lot, and that's kind of hard for them to do since they have been hurt before. But yeah, I feel like you both are going to trust each other a lot is basically what I'm trying to say. Sorry for rambling about that, but I do just get the general vibe that there's a lot of trust and faith, that you guys have for each other, and it just goes really deep. Like I feel like it's deeper than just, oh yeah, I trust you, you know. I feel like it's deeper than that, and I think it's because they're gonna share their past wounds with you, and you're gonna understand how important it is for them to have someone that they can trust in their life, and I feel like you're gonna feel the same, you know, about them. But yeah, that's really beautiful, guys. Like, I love that. So with this card, obviously trust we just kind of talked about, right? Like, so the star card is my like, trust and faith and hope card, but with the trust card also here just kind of further, you know, confirms my point that you guys are really really gonna trust this person. They're really gonna trust you, you know, even though they've been through like stuff in the past and they have trust issues. But with solitude, the vibe I'm getting with solitude is that you guys are, first of all, I feel like, you know, just with the way this card looks, like, you know, you have the trees out here, you have a lake, you have a canoe. The vibe I'm getting from this is that I feel like you guys are going to love being in nature together, okay? So I do feel like I can already see you guys kind of like, you know, going on walks in nature, going on hiking trips, you know, maybe even like canoeing or like kayaking. So I do get that vibe, you know, from this card. But another thing I get is that I feel like you guys are going to trust each other, because remember, this person does not trust people. Like, this person has been through some crap. They don't trust people easily, and I feel like you both are going to trust each other so much and like love each other so much and just have so much faith in each other. Y'all are going to be like best friends with each other, that I feel like you guys weren't going to hang out with other people as much. Like, you know, the couple that always kind of just stays with each other and like hangs out with each other mostly, you know, maybe family too, obviously, right? Like, hang out with family. But I don't see you guys being the type of people who like are always out on dinner dates and stuff with friends, or like at a bar with friends. And you know, I feel like if you guys do go to dinner dates or do go to a bar or do go out in nature to walk or kayak or hike, it's gonna be just the two of you, like just the both of you. You guys are very comfortable with each other and trust each other, and I feel like, you know, I just don't get the vibe that you guys are going to be the type of people who are always like inviting a bunch of friends over and like going on all these couple dates with other couples and stuff like that. I feel like you guys are just, I mean, you guys are obviously going to have friends, right? Like, but I feel like you guys are mostly going to kind of just stay with each other, like do things with each other, just the two of you. Maybe, you know, it's, you know, maybe you guys are even going to live somewhere out like on a farm or something, or somewhere away from the cities where you kind of don't have an option. Like, it's just the two of you. But like, I think it's mostly just that you guys just like being with each other, you know. Perhaps you guys just didn't meet people that like you can trust, you know. So I feel like you guys are mostly gonna do your own thing is what I'm trying to say. But with these two cards, Raher, okay, so this one, I want to point this out. It says, you are not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm gonna take a quick sip of water. I feel like my throat is drying up. Okay, I'm sorry you had to hear that, like me like swallowing water. I should have paused the camera, but okay. So you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north. So I get the vibe. Remember, I feel like your person is going to be like really quirky, and they're going to have like a really weird and unique personality. Like weird in a good way. It's like a really unique personality. Like a personality that you don't see often, okay? So they're kind of quirky in that way. And I feel like maybe even you guys are a little bit like, you know, weird in a good way or unique, or having like a unique personality, but I feel like this is more them. And it says embrace your weirdness. So I feel like you're going to be the only person who probably that they can be themselves completely with, okay? Like they can embrace their weirdness with. Like you're very accepting of them, and you know, yeah, you're very understanding and accepting of them. So they're not gonna feel like they need to hide their personality from you. They're not gonna feel like you're gonna judge them. Like they appreciate how open that they can be with you, okay? That's the vibe I'm getting here. So they're gonna be able to be themselves totally and not feel weird around you. So that is so cute and beautiful. And then we have, right, sorry, I'm like spitting on these cards. Okay, so we have soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. The vibe I'm getting from this one is that I feel like you are going to be more spiritual than they are. Okay, so you're going to be more spiritual than your future spouse, and I feel like you guys are going to teach them a lot of new things about spirituality. And even with this card again, like referencing back to this, remember I told you that they're very curious. Like this is someone who's very intelligent and curious. Like they want to learn everything. They want to know about everything. This is someone who's going to ask questions, you know? So I feel like they're going to be very curious about your spirituality, like what you believe in, you know, like what are your beliefs, because I feel like they're not that spiritual, so you're going to be able to teach them a lot. And that's probably one reason why you guys are in, like, the universe kind of put you guys into a relationship in the first place, you know? Like I feel like this person needed to learn these things, and they'll learn it from you, and you guys will be able to share that with each other. But yeah, definitely I feel like you're going to be teaching them a lot about spirituality. Okay, so that's the vibe I'm getting from that card. But let's get to these fortune cards right here. I want to pull these first. So I asked Spirit, you know, can you please give me a little bit more information about pile number 2's future spouse and how your relationship will be like once you guys are in a marriage, right? So we got these cards right here. I'm gonna put them like this. So good fortune and friendship, and we have your abilities will be enhanced. I'm gonna zoom in on these just in case you guys can't see them. So the vibe I'm getting is obviously good fortune and friendship, you know, like I said with the solitude card, like this person's going to be your best friend, you know? So instead of going out with friends and stuff, oh, I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm pointing at, sorry. So with this card right here, remember I said that you guys, I see you guys mostly being with each other, like not really hanging out with friends and stuff as much. And I feel like this just kind of even further confirms it for me. My intuition's telling me that like good fortune and friendship is that, you know, this person's going to be like your best friend. And obviously you guys are going to have a lot of success with each other too. Like you guys are going to be doing pretty well financially, but I feel like you guys are going to be each other's best friends, you know? And so you don't need anyone else, you know, to hang out with if you have your best friend right next to you. And that's the vibe I'm getting from this card right here. And also with the unicorn, that just reminds me of like embrace your weirdness, right? Like I feel like this person has a really unique and quirky personality. Like it's not something you see like often, and they're kind of like a unicorn. Unicorns are unique, right? Like they're unique and quirky. So yeah, that's something else I just picked up right there. But from this card right here, your abilities will be enhanced. I'm getting, like, what this card tells me is that you're going to teach them a lot about spirituality. Remember we said with this card right here, like where it says soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. You're going to teach them a lot about spirituality, because this is something they don't really know about a lot about before. So you're going to kind of open their eyes up in that way. And so I feel like because of you, they're gonna become more spiritual and maybe even more intuitive. Okay, so that's the vibe I'm getting from this card right here. So let's look at the other two Kipper cards we got. We got the Lovers and Imprisonment. So the vibe that I got from these two cards, first of all, you know, obviously you guys are going to be lovers because you guys are going to be getting married, and I do feel like it's a loving relationship, you know, despite a few arguments here and there. But like with the Imprisonment card, I feel like this person, remember I keep saying this, I'm so sorry I keep repeating myself, but this person does not trust people easily. Okay, I don't see them as having like a lot of friends either. Like this is not someone who's going to have a lot of friends, because they're a little bit closed off. They don't trust people easily. They feel like they can't be themselves around people because they do think they're kind of quirky and like have a unique personality, and it's not for everyone, right? Like you are not for everyone. So I feel like they've always kind of felt like trapped in that aspect around maybe past relationships that they've had. So if they've been in other relationships in the past, maybe they felt kind of trapped because they felt like they couldn't fully be themselves. But with you, they no longer feel like trapped or imprisoned like they did in their past relationships. Like you understand them fully and you accept them fully, and they love that about you. Okay, so that's another thing that I feel like drew them to you. So that's the vibe I'm getting from those cards. But let's get to their personality cards, okay? So these cards are just going to show us, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Oops, that's zooming in. Not the direction I want to go in. So these cards are just going to give us a little bit more information about their personality, okay? So like, Let's get a little bit more information on that. Okay, the first card we got is anger problems. So perhaps your person will have a little bit of a temper, okay? So maybe they do have some anger issues. Let's see what else we have. Okay, has been through a lot. Yup. We already kind of talked about that with the 10 of Swords in reverse, right? Like, they have been through a lot of, like, backstab, betrayal, you know, toxic people in their life, and, you know, who knows what else, but they definitely have been through a lot. Thus, their trust issues, but they trust you, though. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to fix that. Okay. A new person. So this tells me that when you enter a relationship with this person, you're not going to know them before. So right now, you do not know the person that you're going to be marrying. So this person, you do not know them right now. Okay, this is a new person. So when you first meet them, it's going to be a new person that you haven't met before and that you don't know of from the past. Okay. Stubborn. Yeah, so this person can be a little stubborn at times. I mean, that might explain the arguments, right? I think it's probably on them being stubborn and not seeing the other side. But I mean, that can change, right? As you get older, that changes. Outdoorsy. Okay. Remember I said I feel like I can see you guys kind of like with this card right here is what reminded me of it. Like, you know, you just see like the beautiful trees, the clouds, the grass, the lake, the canoe. It just reminded me of you guys kind of like going hiking together, maybe canoeing, kayaking, going on walks in nature. Sorry, guys. Going on walks in nature and stuff. So that's what, you know, that's the vibe I got. But now with this outdoorsy card, that like totally confirms it for me. Like, you guys are going to be really outdoorsy. Interesting. Well dressed. So, okay, I want to say that, yeah, your person's going to be really outdoorsy. But well dressed. Okay, so they're going to be someone who's really well dressed. Well, that's good. Fun times. Yep. You guys are going to have a lot of fun times with each other. Intelligent. Yeah, we already kind of established that. This person's very curious and intelligent. And we have friendly. Okay, so this person is friendly. Like your future spouse, they're going to be really friendly. A public figure. Interesting. I mean, that this could describe the solitude card possibly. But so I think this person could either be famous or if not like famous, like I'm not talking like Brad Pitt or something, right? Like, I mean, maybe for some of you, but I feel like for some of you, public figure means like they can even like have a lot of like, you know, they can even be like Instagram official. You know how on Instagram they give you like the little blue check mark if you're like someone who's known. Like, it can be even like an Instagram influencer, or like maybe even someone like, I don't know, who served public office, you know, like a governor, or like someone in politics, or maybe like a lawyer who is like really well known, something like that. So basically I'm trying to say all that because, like, you know, a public figure doesn't mean someone like a Hollywood A-list celebrity, you know, like it can even be someone who's like Instagram official, someone who's well known in their circle, like someone who has some type of recognition. Okay, so I mean, for some of you it can be someone really famous, but like I feel like for most of you it's just someone who's well known, like who has recognition. But okay, so new love. Okay, yeah, so we got a new person and we got new love again. So this is someone you don't know. This is going to be a brand new person when you meet them. And last but not least, let's get to the love bomb card. So what would they tell you in the future? Like when you guys are married, like what are the things they would say to you? How do they feel about you? Okay, I admire your persistence. Okay, you are a wonderful parent. Aw, see, okay, well, there you go. Remember I said, holy crap. Okay, remember I said with this card right here, the Two of Wands, how it's a planning card, and it popped up in my head that you guys are going to be planning for kids. And now the fact that the You Are a Wonderful Parent card shows up, like, that just kind of further confirms it for me. Like, I feel like you guys are going to want to have kids eventually. Like, this person wants kids. I admire your clear thinking. Awesome. I feel like you understand me and I really appreciate that. Oh, I like this one. You're one of the most thoughtful people I know. So yeah, you're probably really, oh, hold on. I just freaking got this. I feel like you understand me and I really appreciate that. Remember I told you that, first of all, they don't trust people easily. They don't let people in easily. And also they are kind of weird, like in a good way, but they're kind of weird and have like a unique and quirky, like a quirky personality. this just kind of further confirms it for me too, because this person appreciates that you understand them, because other people haven't in the past and they felt like they couldn't act like themselves with this like imprisonment card, right? Like feeling trapped. So wow, okay. So yeah, you're one of the most thoughtful people I know. And we have more than once kind words from you have made my day. Thank you. Oh, so you guys are going to be really sweet to this person and they're going to appreciate that. But wow, okay guys, this is all I have for you guys. If any of this resonates, well, I mean, I don't know if it'll resonate or not because this is a future spouse reading, but you know, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you liked this reading, and good luck guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey y'all, pile number 3, this is your reading, and today we're asking the question, who is your future spouse? Okay, the first 3 cards are going to tell us what their personality is like, and then the next 4 cards are going to tell us how your marriage with them will be like. Okay, so how are you guys going to be like in your marriage, like what's your married life like, and then we're going to get to a bunch of like even more personality cards, like besides just these 3. So these are all like, you know, telling us about your future spouse right here. And then we have some love bombs, which are messages from them to you from the future, okay? And this is also going to give us a little bit more information about like what they think of you, okay? And how your marriage life will be like. And then we have some fortune cards as well. So fortune cards from the Madame collection and then the Kipper ones, okay? So I'm super excited. We're going to get pretty detailed up in her, and then I'll explain these cards as well as we do all of this, okay? So let's get started. So guys, I feel like your person, okay, your future spouse, is going to be someone who's very witty, intelligent, and enthusiastic, okay? So this is someone who has like, you know how like, they don't strike me as someone really, really serious and like boring and like monotone. Like this is someone who's always going to like make you laugh. They're going to be really like giddy, you know, and cheerful and like childlike, enthusiastic. They're going to have like this kind of childlike curiosity too, which tells me that they're going to be very intelligent, okay? So, yeah, they're like very innately curious about everything, and they're always open to learning and asking questions, and just a lot of energy here, okay? This person's very like active, cheerful. Do you get what I'm saying? I think I set the tone kind of. But the awesome thing is that, you know, they have the Queen of Cups here. So the Queen of Cups obviously has like a very feminine energy where it's like, you know, someone who's nurturing, mature, caring, romantic, sweet, loving, you know? So, I mean, this can apply to males or females, right? It's just the energy, like the energy they're embodying. So your person's also a Queen of Cups, so they have that kind of nurturing, loving, you know, energy that I just talked about. They're gonna be very romantic, sweet, caring, nurturing, you know, all of that. And they're gonna be very mature too. Like I am getting, you know, I just said childlike. They're gonna have this childlike playfulness to them, but they're all gonna be very mature too, you know. So it's not someone who's gonna be like just, you know, like a kid, but like, yeah, they're going to be very mature, but they're going to have like the childlike essence to them, like the fun kind of part. And speaking of that, like the Page of Wands kind of tells me the exact same thing. Like the Page of Wands is all about like the childlike freeness, the creativity, having a lot of hope and optimism, looking on the bright side, you know, being very fun and lighthearted. So this is someone who definitely likes to keep it very fun and lighthearted, okay? So not someone serious, not someone boring like we said. And yeah, someone who's just gonna want to be like very fun and like silly with you, which I think is awesome, right? That's what makes a fun relationship. Like that's what you want. And yeah, so I get a very cheerful vibe from them, like a very cheerful vibe from them, which I think is lovely. So with the next 4 cards, we're gonna look at how your married life is gonna be like with them. Like, so when you guys are married, how is the chemistry gonna be like? What is your married life gonna be like? And right off the bat with the Hierophant, I can tell you that your person's gonna be very traditional, okay? So this is someone who's super, super traditional, like might even be very religious, okay? And I think their family is as well. Their family is also going to be very traditional, very religious, and I think their values are just going to be very traditional. Like for an example, I'll give you guys an example just in case, you know, traditional is a very broad word. Like this is someone who might be very religious, and they're going to want to baptize their kids at church. They're going, you know, if this person's not like if this person doesn't go to a church, if they're not Christian, maybe they're from another religion or whatever, you know, whatever religion it is, basically is what I'm trying to say is whatever religion they are, they're going to want to follow the traditions for that religion. So, you know, baptizing their kids, any other ceremonies or traditions that occur in the religion, they're going to want to do them all. You know, all the holidays that come up as well, they're going to want to like celebrate them, you know, very traditionally. You know, you guys get what I'm saying, right? So I feel like because of this, you're gonna need to be a little bit more open-minded in this marriage, okay? Because I feel like I feel like some of you are might not be as religious as this person, or might not be as traditional as this person. So in that case, you know, it's gonna kind of take you to be a little bit more open-minded, I feel like, in this relationship. And I'll get to more information on that later, because I do feel like yeah, I do feel like there might be some issues with that, but we'll get more detailed in that, okay, later. But I feel like another thing that I picked up on was that for a very, very few of you, okay, so this is not going to resonate for all of you, but I feel like some of you, like this, you know, because this person is so traditional, and the Hierophant is like traditions, marriage, conformity, right, following the herd. I feel like for some of you, you guys might even be like in a semi-arranged marriage. Like, for example, you guys meet through family members because they were like, oh, we found like a really nice guy that I think you should talk to, you know, something like that. So for some of you, even you might meet through like a friend. You might meet them through like a friend or like family members, okay? So that's just something I got for a few of you. And yeah, so with the Lovers right here, I feel like this marriage is going to be very, very loving and supportive. I don't see a lot of arguments. I don't see a lot of conflict. You know, there was another pile that was kind of like, you know, maybe feel kind of bad saying this, but there was another pile that it was kind of contentious, you know, but over here, I'm not getting that vibe at all. Like, this marriage is going to be very loving, very supportive. I see you guys always having each other's backs, supporting each other and treating each other equally, okay? So you guys are a pretty good match when it comes to like having similar habits. I do feel like you guys are going to have like similar habits, you know, like for example, if they like eating in bed, you know, which I think is kind of weird for some people because you eat at the dinner table, but like if this person likes eating in bed, you're gonna be like, oh my god, yeah, I've always ate in bed too, you know. So basically that's just an example. I'm not saying that that's what it is for you guys, but like you guys are just gonna have like those little things that you like, the same habits, and I think that just kind of works for you guys, okay? But in this relationship, this is when the but comes in. With the Death card right here, I feel like one of you, either him or you, or I mean, not, it could be a him or her, right? So either them or you, or both of you are gonna have to embrace change in this relationship, okay? And what I mean by that is, it could be, this is just an example, but there's something someone has to get used to here that they're not used to, and they have to be open-minded about. So what I'm getting off the bat, since we did get the Hierophant, is that perhaps since this person, that your future spouse, is very, very traditional and religious and follows everything by the book and what their family does, what society does, you know, I think that maybe you might not be as traditional as them or as religious as them, like we talked about, right? So maybe you are the one who's going to need to like be a little bit more open-minded and learn to kind of you know, like, I guess respect their wishes to make the relationship work, or so someone has to kind of like accept something, okay? And I think this is what it is, and I'm just kind of giving an example, but I think it could be you know, having to be a little bit more open-minded about the fact that they're so traditional and like religious. Maybe you are not as much as they are. It could be them too. Remember I said it could be both. So for example, you know, maybe they're going to want to expect you to be very, very religious and very traditional and follow everything by the book and like what society says and what family says, and maybe you're going to be a little bit more of the rebel and be like, no, I don't want to do that, you know? And then they're going to have to be a little bit more open-minded and be like, okay, fine, if this is what she wants, you know, I can't force her. Do you get what I'm saying? So someone here, maybe you, maybe them, maybe the both, are going to have to embrace change and be a little bit more open-minded in this connection, is what I'm feeling, okay? So that's what I'm getting for that. And with the Three of Pentacles here in reverse, I feel like there's like I do sense there will be maybe a little bit of a struggle between the two of you with how you guys work together as a team, because like for example, I'm getting the vibe that maybe some of you guys in this relationship, like when you get married, are not going to split the chores evenly. So one person will end up doing a lot more. Like one person will end up like taking the trash out and maybe washing the dishes and cleaning, you know, the floors and blah blah blah, but one person will only have like one or two obligations, and even then they probably don't do it or something. Do you get what I'm saying? It's something like that. I'm not saying that is the specific issue, but it's something small like that. Like for example, you know, the chores around the house are not being split evenly. It could be that one person is doing more than the other. It might even be that it seems like one person in this relationship is putting a lot more effort, you know, to keep the relationship harmonious and working than the other person. So I feel like this might create some tension, like a little bit of a tension, maybe some arguments at times. Nothing major though, because we got the Lovers, which is a very like loving, stable relationship, you know, very supportive. So it's not gonna major, like it's not something that will like make you miserable or like cause a divorce or anything. But it is something that I think might bring up some tension, but nothing major at all, because we did get this card, which was amazing. So that brings me to these two cards right here. I do feel like when you meet this person, okay, or once you enter a relationship with them, or once you get married, a lot of opportunities were going to open up for you guys. I don't know if this person's like very, very abundant financially, so once you get with them, you know, for example, I'll give you an example. So maybe it could be that your future spouse, you know, has really, really good health insurance, right? So once you guys get married, now you are under their health insurance, and you like, oh my god, yes, because of him I have like the best health insurance, and I used to have a really crappy one, you know. Or it could be even vice versa, like you know, maybe you're the one with the better health insurance and they're like, oh yeah, you know, score, you know, like something like that. Health insurance is just an example that I'm giving, but like it's something like that, that once you guys get into the relationship with each other, I feel like for both of you, I feel like there's like a lot of opportunities are gonna open up for like a better life, you know. So I feel like a lot more abundance will be available to both of you as well after you guys get hitched, you know, after you guys get like married or get together. So a lot of opportunities opening up for you both. And with flow, that just reminds me of the death card and then like the death card, yeah, because I feel like in this relationship, you know, you guys are gonna have to embrace change, because I feel like the both of you will be a little bit different, you know, not personality or like habits wise, but like beliefs wise, like what you believe, you know, like religion versus non-religious, traditional versus non-traditional, you know, something like that. Doesn't have to be that, but the Hierophant did come up, which kind of, you know, told me about that. But basically, you know, I feel like the both of you are gonna have to go with the flow. Both of you are gonna have to be very open-minded and go with the flow. And the second message that is coming up is, I feel like this is more when you guys finally get engaged, or maybe before you guys get engaged. It's going to take a long time, and I think this is going to frustrate someone in this relationship. It might frustrate you, because I did get the vibe, and this will come later as well, but with the Forge Don't Follow, right, like this card right here, it says pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. I feel like I think this is you. I feel like you might be a little bit frustrated in the beginning, because a relationship is not going to move as fast as you would like for it to. Like I feel like it's going to take a while, and like you're going to start being very hesitant. You're going to start being like, oh, like is this even going to go anywhere? Like why are they, you know, like why is it taking so long? Why have they not proposed to me yet? Or like why, you know, it could even be like maybe them to you possibly, but you know, and I think that's what this is saying, like Forge Don't Follow, like just keep your eye on the goal. If you want this person, it's gonna work out. Don't try to push things, like don't. And that's the vibe I'm getting, but there's gonna be more information on that. And then with this card right here, I feel like this just kind of further clarifies. It says learning how to be human in the world but not of it. So I feel like you right now, you know, you're just trying to learn to kind of deal with their traditions and their beliefs, okay, like trying to be more open-minded to it and etc. That's the vibe I was getting from this card, like we discussed, okay. So let's get to the other cards, okay. We have a lot more cards to get to, and I feel my voice is cracking already, so I'm gonna take a sip of water. I feel like this happens to me in every video. Okay, so yeah, that feels so much better. Okay, so when I asked Spirit, can you please give me more cards that kind of tell me about pile number three's you know, future spouse and like their relationship together. I got these two cards right here. Okay, so we have a temptation may lead you astray, and then we have let your intentions be known. So let me zoom in here. I feel like there's a lot of cards here that keep, like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull these two. Let me see if I can fit these on here, because I did see these fly out earlier. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so I'm doing this a little bit different than the other piles, and it's because there's like a message that keeps coming through here. So I feel like, look, do you see how we have like a pathway here, and then we have pave a new path, right? There's a lot of path, like there's a message here telling you not to like force anything, because I feel like this relationship, like when it takes on, it's gonna be way slower than you like, is what I'm getting. Like I'm getting like 2-3 years. I'm not saying you're gonna meet this person in 2-3 years. I'm saying that once you meet this person, like you guys were gonna be in a relationship for a really long time before you get engaged or before you get married. Okay, it could even be you guys get engaged fast, but then after the engagement it's gonna be like 2-3 years and you guys aren't married yet or something. You guys are gonna get married, obviously this is a marriage reading, but it's something's gonna take a while and it's gonna really bother you, and that's why it says a temptation may lead you astray. I think, you know, you're gonna be tempted to get off this path because you're gonna be like, it's taking too long, maybe this person doesn't even love me, what's going on? But I think Spirit is telling you to, like, if this happens to you in the future, right, to like, don't worry about it, just take it easy. Obviously communicate your frustrations, but like don't get too in your head about it. Okay, like remember forge, like you know, forge, don't follow. Like I feel like it's just, to me this card meant, I think I read this wrong earlier, but basically, you know, don't force anything. Okay, don't force anything, because that's the message I get from this card either. Okay, like the path will open up, there is a path there, don't force anything. Keep going, like keep moving forward, right? But don't like don't change yourself, don't force anything. To get what I'm saying, let everything flow. I think I kind of read this message wrong earlier because I thought it, I don't know, I think I read this wrong earlier, but basically what I'm trying to say is let things flow, don't force anything, keep moving forward, right? Forge your path forward, but don't conform to anything, don't change yourself. Okay, I think that's a major message I'm getting here. Let your intentions be known, like communicate what you want, but don't like freak out, don't force anything. You know, this might take longer than you thought, and also don't change yourself, I think is the other message that I didn't read this correctly, but like another message coming through is, you know, don't change yourself. Like don't try to, if you're not religious and you're not traditional, don't try to force yourself to be that way. Just accept that they are that way and like work with it, you know, but you don't need to force yourself to do anything. I think that's another message I was getting from this. Like just go with the flow. And yeah, and then like main female, obviously this is you, right? Like you're the female. But yeah, I do get the vibe that the relationship will take longer than you would like for it to reach that next level, like reach engagement or reach marriage, and it's gonna really frustrate you, and you're gonna be tempted to be like, you know what, screw this, you know. But like I think Spirit is like, you know, just take it easy, don't get too all up in your head or overwhelmed once that does happen. Okay, so that was the message. And also don't change yourself for this person. Okay, that's the other message that was coming through with this card. I think, I'm sorry again, I think I didn't like initially read this card right, but yeah, just, you know, go with the flow. You don't need to change yourself, don't stay on your own path, right? Like pathway. Obviously you can respect their beliefs, but you don't need to change yourself, and this path might take longer than you expected, so don't freak out over that. You know, you might get tempted, but just, you know, communicate, let your intentions be known to them, and just don't freak out and stay with it. That's the best way I can explain it. I'm sorry if I confuse anyone, but that's the message that's coming through. But let's look at cards about how their personality is going to be like. Okay, so your future spouse, how are they like? What are their personality like? We have a lack of connection. Okay, so again, I think this is just, you guys do, you know, you guys are gonna have a loving marriage. You guys are. I see the lovers here, right? But I think there is like a difference in beliefs. Like I said, like this person's very, very traditional and religious. Perhaps you guys might not be, so that's going to be kind of a challenge. I don't think there's no connection there because you guys obviously do end up getting married, and it says it's a very loving relationship, but I think it's like the beliefs here, and that's why Spirit was saying like don't change yourself for this person. Okay. Wants a family. Yeah, so your person's gonna want a family, and I'm not even friggin' surprised that they're gonna want kids. They're gonna want a family because remember, this person is super traditional, so not surprised that they're gonna want like kids with you and to start a family. I'm gonna move these here. Social butterfly. Okay, so your person is gonna be very social. Like this person's gonna have a lot of friends. They're gonna love going out. You know, this person is a social butterfly, and that does not surprise me either, because remember we said that they're coming off as the Page of Wands and the Page of what was the other one? Hold on. Page of Wands and the Page of Swords. Okay, so not surprised at all, because your person's like super fun, lighthearted, kind of childlike, free energy, you know. So I'm not surprised that they're gonna have a lot of friends and be like a social butterfly. Sabotage. Yeah, so this kind of reminds me of this, like a temptation may lead you astray, you know, like someone here's gonna probably like almost sabotage the connection as it's leading up to marriage. Like I don't, you know, I think that all of this occurs before the marriage, but like Spirit is that's why Spirit is asking you like just to go with the flow. Remember the flow card here. Like don't push, you know, you don't need to change for anyone. Don't let anyone change you. Stay on your own path, you know, but you guys can respect your beliefs. That's why the Death card was here, where someone or both of you are gonna have to embrace change in this relationship, okay, and embrace something that they're not used to. A car. So I think this person's gonna have a nice car is the vibe I'm getting. That's a really random message. Energetic. Yep. Oh my god, yes. So remember, I just said it again, like they're a Page of Wands, they're a Page of Swords, someone who's super active, you know, very fun, lighthearted, like carefree, childlike energy. So not surprised at all. Oh yeah, they're gonna really love you guys. Totally get that with the Lovers here. It's a very happy relationship despite differences, you know, between beliefs or whatever it is. It's a good relationship. Stunning. They're gonna think you're stunning. Success in romance or relationship. Yeah, this is going to be a very successful relationship, guys. Yep. Wants commitment. I spelled commitment wrong. But yeah, they're going to want commitment. Older. Okay, so this person's going to be older than you. I mean, probably like, it could even be like a year or two, you know. And successful. Yeah, so your future spouse is going to be really successful. Okay. So yeah, let's get to the love bombs. Let's see what messages they have for you from the future. Okay, I hope my child grows up to be like you. Oh, this is so cute. I love this one. This is super cute. Yeah, and again, it says child, like this person wants a family, right? So yeah, so that's how they're gonna feel about you once they meet you. I always have more fun when I'm with you. So you guys are gonna be like that really fun couple. If I really needed help, you'd be the first person I would call. Thank you for being there for me. I love it. Your support really means a lot to me. Thank you. That is super cute. Yeah, and with the Lovers too. I remember I said it was going to be a really supportive relationship. I'm really grateful to have you in my life. Love it. I appreciate your honesty. Aw. Guys, so this is a super cute reading, really interesting, different than the other piles a little bit, you know, it's very positive. But yeah, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you like this message. But take care, guys. Bye, y'all. Hey, y'all, pile number 4, this is your reading, and today we're asking the question, who will you be marrying? Who is your future spouse? These 3 cards up here are going to tell us about their personality, and then these 4 cards down here is going to tell us about how your married life is going to be like once you guys are with each other, married, and you know, the dynamics of that. And then we have these cards as well. We're gonna get to 2 fortune cards, and then the fortune cards from the Madam, I think it's a Madame deck is how you say it. It's like French. And then we're gonna get to some love bombs, which is just messages from your future spouse to you. and we're just gonna get a little bit more information on what they think about you, how they'll talk to you, and then finally we're gonna get more information about their personality in these cards, and then I'll go over these cards over here as well for more information. Guys, we're getting super detailed up in her, okay, but let's get started. So these first three cards are personality, right? So I feel like your person, like your future spouse, is going to be someone who's very, very indecisive, okay? They're just going to be very indecisive in nature, and I feel like they've always been this way, like they were born this way, you know. It's not something that develops later, but I feel like they will be very indecisive with a lot of decisions, and you might be the one who is having to step up and like make the final decision because they are very indecisive, okay? So for example, it could be stuff like, you know, if you guys are shopping for furniture for your new house or apartment, you know, you'll be like, you know, there'll be two couches and be like, okay, which one looks better? And they're like, I don't know, they both look good, you know, they'll go back and forth. It can even be something like, okay, what do you want to eat for dinner today? Or what restaurant do you want to go to? And they're gonna be like, you know, so just kind of like that. So super indecisive. You're gonna be the one who's gonna be making like the final decisions most of the times, because you're gonna be like, I don't know, you pick, you know. And I also see, and this is what I found very interesting, because this is different than any other pile I've done so far, but your person is going to be very spiritual, okay? Someone who's very spiritual and intuitive. So your person might be someone who is into meditating, or they do a lot of yoga. They don't have to, but I feel like they're doing something that helps them be very intuitive and tap into their like intuition and what their gut is telling them, you know. Like they're very spiritual, okay? So this person's very spiritual, and I feel like they're on the path to a higher level of like spiritual awakening, okay? So I feel like they're already kind of spiritually awoken, right? But I feel like there's more for them to learn, and I think that's one of the goals of your marriage with them. Is it's very divinely guided, so that way both of you can help each other get to that next level of spiritual awakening, okay? So yeah, they're, you know, but I feel like they're already pretty spiritual and intuitive though, okay? And with the Knight of Swords in reverse, I feel like your person, you know, your future spouse can sometimes unknowingly come off a little too blunt or a little bit too straightforward and rude at times, okay? So I was going to say a little too blunt and a little bit straightforward, which kind of causes them to come off as rude sometimes. That's what I was trying to say. And you know, but I feel like there's such a no BS person, you know, like they're such a no BS person, and they are very mature, and I feel like they're not trying to intentionally be rude to someone, but they're such a no BS person that when it comes out very straightforward and to the point, and sometimes that can, you know, that can come off as rude or a little bit cold and too blunt, okay? So that's the vibe that I was getting, and these four cards are going to tell us about how your married life is going to be like the dynamics of your marriage, okay? So I see that when you guys get married, both of you are gonna be the type of couple that are very, very flirty with each other, okay? So I haven't got this in any other pile so far, so this is really interesting. But I feel like, you know how sometimes when you're at a restaurant or you're at a mall or whatever, like you see this couple that just can't get their hands off of each other, and like they're just like very flirty and kissing in public, and everyone's just, I mean, it's a little bit awkward, but it's really cute. And I feel like you guys are gonna be that couple, because I'm seeing you guys as the type of couple that are very, very flirty with each other, extremely attracted to each other, and you guys are like flirting all the time, madly in love, lots of romance here, okay? So that's the vibe I'm getting. And I'm also getting like the vibe that you guys are gonna be the type of couple who are in love with being in love, you know? Like that's how deep it goes. Like it's not, I mean, you guys obviously love each other, but you also love being in love, so that just kind of amplifies the emotions even more. But yeah, that's the totally the vibe I'm getting from you guys. And yeah, I haven't gotten this vibe from any other piles. That's interesting. But I do see though that someone in this relationship, either you or your person, I'm not sure yet, like those cards aren't really giving me who it is. It could be your person, I want to say, because I did ask Spirit about, you know, well, okay, never mind. I asked Spirit for these four cards. I asked Spirit can you tell us about, you know, pile number 4 and their future spouse's married life and the dynamics of the marriage? So yeah, I don't know. It could be either you, it could be either your spouse, but sorry, I rambled there. Someone in your relationship, either you or your spouse, are gonna be a little bit clingy and jealous, okay? I get vibes that someone here is gonna be, you know, kind of clingy to the other person. So clingy just means like, you know, not giving them as much space as maybe someone would like, and always kind of like wanting to be with them and doing everything with them like every second, which does not surprise me, because like seriously, it could even be both of you possibly, but I am getting like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go with my gut. I am getting that one person's gonna be a lot more clingy and a lot more jealous than the other, and I'm not surprised because I just see like so many emotions here. Remember I told you guys are the type of person to be super in love, like you both, you know, super in love with each other, like very, very attracted to each other, very flirty. So the emotions are just deep and strong, so it doesn't surprise me. But like, yeah, someone in this relationship, either you or them, is gonna be kind of clingy and jealous, okay? So I'm getting jealousy vibes here too. And I feel like someone here, you know, whoever this person is, that's a little bit more clingy, a little bit more jealous, someone here is gonna need to do some self-worth work, okay? Like to work on their self-worth and stuff. That could help this issue. But I do get that vibe from this. And with this card right here, I feel like both of you guys, like in the marriage, are going to do a really, really good job just balancing your work life, okay? Balancing work life, family, your social life. Like you guys are going to do a really good job like maintaining all of those different aspects of your life and not getting overwhelmed by one or the other. Like it seems very balanced and like a harmonious relationship, okay? So that is amazing. And with the moon right here, I thought this was interesting because I get two messages from the moon. First of all, you guys, like I said before too, you know, I feel like both of you are going to be very spiritual. Obviously we know your partner's really spiritual, right, as well, but I feel like both of you are going to be very spiritual, and it doesn't surprise me because you are watching this video, and like, you know, tarot cards are very spiritual in nature. But yeah, so both of you guys are going to be very spiritual, even your future spouse. And also, like, I wouldn't be surprised if like people walk into your home and you guys have a lot of spiritual elements there, you know, like maybe spiritual like paintings, maybe crystals, doesn't have to be, but like a lot of spiritual elements at your place, since both of you are kind of into this, and also like into spirituality is what I meant to say. But I'm also getting the vibe here though, this is a second message that was like kind of coming through, that there might be some frequent misunderstandings between the both of you, okay? Nothing major, because I do get a sense that you guys are like madly in love with each other, you know, and it's a very harmonious and balanced relationship. But I do get the sense that if there was a con in this relationship, it is that not only the jealousy and clingy thing, but also that you know, I feel like sometimes you guys tend to misunderstand each other easily or get confused about what one person said over the other, and this can cause like misunderstandings and maybe some arguments. But nothing major though, just something that kind of wanted to come out there. But let's get to the other cards, okay? So when I asked Spirit to give me a few cards about pile number 4's, you know, future spouse and / or relationship, like the marriage, I got these cards right here. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Okay, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, let's, you know what, let's talk about these first. So I'm gonna zoom in. So we have the distant horizon card, okay, the distant horizons, and then we have concern. So I feel like that the distant horizons card is all about having like a lot of like dreams, hopes, and a vision, okay? And so I'm getting the vibe that, you know, both of you guys are going to learn a lot from each other. And, you know, I think this, remember, like I said, I feel like this relationship is very divinely guided and very divinely set up, because, you know, I feel like out of this marriage, you guys are going to take your spirituality to the next level, okay? So you guys are both very spiritual already, but like after this relationship or like this marriage, it's like it's gonna go to the next level, and you guys are constantly going to be learning about, you know, spirituality. So, you know, this card is all about like becoming more spiritual, becoming more philosophical. But another thing is, I feel like maybe for some of you, you guys are going to be like at a distance from each other, okay? So this could be either like you guys were already in a long distance relationship and then decided to get married, or maybe in the marriage someone has to kind of work from long distance or something like that. Something distant is coming up, like something foreign is also coming up. Perhaps one of you guys might be from a foreign country, possibly, okay? So that's coming up as well. But what I'm seeing here with the concern card is that either this thing about you guys being long distance from each other, okay, or like even for work, maybe having to travel long distance or live long distance for work or something, is going to be a subject of concern. Another message I was getting is that if you guys are long distance from each other, I think there is going to be concern about, okay, where do we live? You know, am I going to live at your, country or state? Or are you going to live in my country or state or province? Where are we going to get married? Are we going to get married over at where you're living? Or are we going to get married over where I'm living? So I do get a sense of that happening here, okay? And but yeah, those are the messages I'm getting for that. And also, I forgot to talk about these cards. So I feel like these cards right here, I feel like you guys are, first of all, the Wonders card is like my spirituality card. So I feel like you guys in this, oh, oops. I'm zoomed in. Sorry guys, I was like talking about these two cards and you guys are like, what is she pointing at? Okay, sorry. So with this card right here, these two cards, what I was saying earlier was I forgot to talk about these cards right here. But so the Wonders card is my spirituality card, okay? Like you guys are going to be learning all the wonders of life, spirituality, going deeper, like going more in depth after you guys get married, because both of you guys were going to be spiritual and both of you guys are going to be teaching each other, and you guys were going to be taking it to the next step spiritually, like I said, right? And I also feel like there's a lot of trust in your relationship, okay? So I feel like you guys are going to have deep trust for each other and are going to confide in each other with everything. And it's funny that these two cards came out, and I didn't do this on purpose. I just unknowingly put them here, but right under it, I feel like it almost mimics the same message with these cards down here. And I promise, I swear I did not do that on purpose. So I'll go back to this Wonders card, which is all about growing in spirituality in this marriage. Well, this one as well. Like, what are the friggin' chances? It says Earth School. So life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. So through this marriage, through this relationship, you guys were going to be learning so much more about your soul, about life, about the different wonders of the world, the different wonders of spirituality. You guys are both very spiritual and are both philosophical and are both going to be teaching each other, and you guys are going to be learning, and your soul was going to be evolving, okay? Like soul growth. So that is one of the, I feel like you're one of the divine plans for your marriages and why you two came together. And even with the trust card right here, right? Like we have the trust card, and then underneath it we have like protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. So I feel like you guys are going to feel very protected in this relationship. There's going to be, you guys are going to be loyal to each other, and like there's a lot of trust in this relationship, okay? So you guys do trust each other. And with these two cards right here, okay, so these two cards also came out. I'm gonna zoom in again. So this one says honor and good luck, okay? So I feel like a lot of fortune, a lot of good luck coming in once you guys are in a relation, once you guys are married, okay? But then the one that really catches my eye is this one where it says a long journey brings rewards. So the journey kind of ish card came out again, distance horizons, journey, right? So I feel like there is gonna be like some type of journey or traveling happening here. It's either because of work, like there's someone got a job long distance, or you guys were in a long distance relationship and kind of had to travel back and forth, or someone's from a foreign country, so they you have to either visit them often in that country, or if they're living here but they're from a foreign country, you guys have to travel back to that country to visit family, something like that, okay? Something like that is happening here because journey is coming up. Distance horizon card came up. It is a cause of concern, I think, for you or whoever has to travel the long distance or isn't used to it, or maybe both, if you're in a different location. But it is like an area of concern for you guys in this marriage, okay? So that's what I was getting for that. But now let's get to your messages, okay? So actually, yeah, this is just how their personality is like, you know, what they're like overall. Okay, so we're just gonna get a little bit of a closer look into that. So this person is happy overall. Okay, this is a happy person, your future spouse. Weird. So I guess they might have a weird personality, or they could be kind of weird in nature, not in a bad way, but just kind of quirky, right? Patient. So your future spouse is going to be super patient, okay? A very chill and patient person overall. Unique. Yeah, that kind of reminds me of the weird, right? Like, they're going to have a unique personality, okay? So it definitely stands out. If I can pick these up, mature, okay? So they're going to be super mature. Beautiful. So they're going to think you are beautiful, okay? So they're going to be, remember, and I already kind of said this, I feel like both of you guys are like a super attractive couple, and you both are going to be like really attracted to each other. Okay, you guys are going to have lots in common. Jealousy. What are the freaking chances? Remember with the Empress in reverse, like the Empress in reverse is all about like someone who's like super clingy, you know, has some jealousy issues, sometimes even low self-worth, and the fact that jealousy came up. So yeah, there's gonna be some jealousy issues going on here, guys. You know, if this is you, like if you feel like you are like, if this is you, like you feel like you've been jealous in the past with different things or whatever, then, you know, my advice to you would just be working on self-worth. Like, you can even Google this, like, how do I increase my self-worth? You know, there's a bunch of different ways, and I don't want to get into it here because I don't want you guys to think I'm lecturing or anything. I'm not, but like, you know, just look that up if it's you. Successful. Okay, so your future spouse is going to be someone who's really successful. Maybe that's why they have to travel a lot, right? Like the travel thing came up, perhaps. Success in romance or relationship. Yeah, you guys are gonna have a really successful relationship. Like, I see, you know, a lot of happiness. I see just, you know, it seemed very harmonious compared to other piles. Okay, so that is good news. But let's get to your love bombs. Okay, so we have, I admire your strength. These are just messages from them to you and how they would talk to you in the future once you're married. Okay, so they admire your strength. Your smile is contagious. Oh, I admire your integrity. I get butterflies in my stomach when I know I'll see you soon. That is cute. I admire your courage. Oh, yeah, that kind of reminds me of strength. You have great taste. Okay, someone has good taste in probably, I don't know, is it clothes? Is it food? Yeah, guys, that's all I have for you today. So if you like this message, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I can go more detailed in the future if you like for me to. But yeah, guys, take care. Bye, y'all. Hey y'all, pile number 5, this is your reading, and today we're asking the question, who will you be marrying? Who is your future spouse? These 3 cards right here is going to give us a look into their personality, okay? And then these 4 cards right here is going to tell us about your married life with them, like what are the dynamics like. And then we're going to kind of discuss these 4 cards right here as well and what I think they mean. And then we have some fortune cards that we're going to get to, okay? So we have the one from the Fortune Madame deck, Kipper, and then we have a bunch of well, these cards are going to tell us about a little bit more about their personality and what they're like, okay? And then we have love bombs that are just messages from them to you from the future and what they like about you and etc. Okay, so we're getting super detailed up in her, and I'm excited. Let's get started. Okay, so with these 3 cards right here, remember we're going to talk about their personality, okay? And we're going to get more in depth about their personality with the other cards I have besides me. But starting off with these 3, first of all, right off the bat, girl or guy, your person is gonna love traveling. Like, this is a traveler, okay? So I think by the time you meet them, this person will have already like been very well traveled, okay? So by the before you even meet them, they're already gonna have like a huge list of places they've already been to. But this is a lifelong traveler right here. Like, this is the type of person who saves their money just so they can travel, you know? And I feel like maybe they might have some Taurus, yeah, they might have some Taurus or Sagittarius in their chart. I'm sensing some fire too. It doesn't have to be, but But anyways, my point was they love traveling. You know, they're always trying to plan their next trip or vacation. And I feel like they're a really good planner as well because of their traveling, right? Or it could be that they were already a good planner and now they can put that into their traveling plans, because I do sense someone who's like, this is someone who's gonna be like, hey, I got this. I'm gonna take care of all the planning, the hotels that we're gonna stay at, like the itinerary, the schedule, what places we need to see. Like, they're just gonna plan that, and you're gonna be like, okay, well, tell me when to show up, you know? So I am getting that vibe. But I also sense that your future spouse is gonna be someone who's very like witty, intelligent, you know, very enthusiastic, like lively, you know, like very fun spirited, not someone who's boring or like monotone or very serious at all. Like this is someone who wants to have fun, and they like to have fun. And they're very curious too. I'm just getting a sense of curiosity here, okay? Like they're very curious about everything and are very open to learning. And yeah, but this is someone who's very lighthearted, you know, fun, and I feel like they're a very active person in general. Like I sense a very energetic and active person. So not someone who's going to just be staying at home, you know, doing nothing. Like they're always going to be on the go kind of a person, okay? And I feel like that almost further confirm, like this card almost further confirms it for me, because the Knight of Pentacles, this person's a go-getter. This person is super driven. They're a go-getter. Someone who's very patient and loyal to the people around them as well, okay? I do get a sense of patience and being very loyal, but very, very ambitious and driven when it comes to their like career and like financial goals, okay? So I feel like they're very focused on building their financial abundance and like financial security, and they're probably saving all that money to go traveling. But yeah, someone who is like very keen when it comes to building financial stability and abundance. That's what they're working on, and that's like their goal, you know? And so these 4 cards are going to tell us about your like your married life with them. Like, what are the dynamics when you guys are married? Like, how is married life going to be like with them? How is your relationship going to be like? Okay, so right off the bat, we have the Nine of Cups that wanted to come out, and this is my like emotional fulfillment card, okay? So I'm feeling just emotionally content and satisfied, okay, which is awesome. So this relationship of yours is like, basically this relationship was going to be your wish come true, okay? You're gonna be like, oh, finally, like I think I manifested this, like this is what I want. So this is, you know, so you're gonna feel very, very emotionally fulfilled, okay? And I feel like you guys are gonna be, both of you, like you and your spouse, are gonna be very happy and content in your marriage, okay? I think both of you guys are gonna be like, yep, we made the right decision with each other. So lots of love here, feeling very like happy and satisfied, okay? And I do feel like, you know, once you guys, with the Ace of Materials right here, or Pentacles, once you guys do get married, I feel like there's going to be a shift in luck for you guys. Like, I feel like there's going to be a lot of shifts happening, and one of those shifts is in like opportunities. You know, I feel like you guys are all of a sudden going to like, the minute you guys like get married, like all these opportunities are going to come your way. And I'm not sure like if it's because you guys are going to be maybe you know, moving to a new location once you guys get married, because I do see this card right here, which I'll talk about soon. But I don't know if it's because you guys are going to be moving to a new location, or one of you is going to be moving to a new location, which is why a bunch of opportunities come in, or just in general, maybe like you guys are very aligned, you guys are in alignment now with the universe. But like a lot of good luck, a lot of opportunities were going to come your way, and I do sense a lot of financial abundance as well. So once you guys get married, I feel like both of your financial status is going to increase, and you know, just good luck as well. Like, so there's going to be a little shift here, okay, especially financially and with opportunities. And so this is a card I kind of wanted to talk about. So with the Five of Cups in reverse, I feel like there's, sorry guys, I don't know what happened to my camera there, but with the Five of Cups in reverse, like I was saying, I feel like you guys are going to, first of all, there's 2 messages I'm getting here. One is about moving, which I'll talk about soon, but I feel like someone in this relationship is going to help someone else move on from something that was very painful in their past, or something they experienced in their past that was very painful, and maybe they unknowingly, like maybe it was in their subconscious and they're still carrying the weight of it and they didn't even know, but like one of you, this could either be you, this could be them, but one of you is going to help the other kind of come out of it and like really help them move forward and like let go of this baggage or like this emotional this emotional baggage that they were holding on to. Okay, so that's one message I'm getting. But another message that really wanted to come through is that I feel like one of you guys, when you get married, is going to be feeling a little bit bittersweet when you finally get married, because I think one of you, either you or them, is gonna have to move to like a new location. Okay, so one of you is gonna have to move to a new location once you guys get married, and I feel like that was gonna be leaving one of you feel a little bit bittersweet, because you're gonna be leaving behind like your friends or family where you live now, you know. So someone was gonna be kind of moving far away from friends and family because of this marriage. Perhaps your spouse is like in another state or in another country, in another province. You're gonna have to like leave behind your place to move there, or they might have to leave their place to move, you know, towards you. So someone here was gonna be feeling a little bit bittersweet about that, is the sense I'm getting. Okay, but with the Queen of Wands right here, I feel like and I kind of already said this about your person, but even in the marriage itself, it's going to be a very like passionate and lively marriage, like not boring at all, you know. Like I feel like you both are definitely not going to be that like boring couple, you know, that just kind of stays home and chills. I feel like you both are gonna like to travel a lot, obviously, because your person's a traveler, and I feel like you guys are gonna be super fun and silly with each other all the time. Lots of lively energy here is what I'm sensing and feeling, and I feel like you both are gonna be like the type of couple to always tease each other, you know, kind of like make fun of each other, but in like a light-hearted way, not like a mean-spirited way, you know. Always teasing each other and making each other laugh is the vibe I'm getting. So that is a super cute energy. I love it. Let's get to the other cards. Okay, if I can find them. Let's see. Okay, here they are. So, you know, I asked Spirit, after meditating, give me a few cards about, you know, what is their relationship going to be like together, what is pile number 5 spouse going to be like, and all that stuff. Okay, so these are the cards that I got. We got 2 more here. I might as well put them all here at once. Okay, let's see here if I can make this somewhat organized. Oh, wait guys, sorry, I forgot. Hold on. Before I talk about these, I want to talk about these cards. Okay, so adventures, obviously you guys are going to be going on a lot of friggin' adventures together, because remember, your person is a huge traveler. Okay, so you guys are gonna go on a lot of vacations together, visit a lot of different places. Okay, so that is amazing. And with the love card, obviously a lot of love here in your relationship. Okay, this is a very loving relationship, and I want to just say, I didn't get this for every pile. There's some piles here that like I got a lot of like, you know, arguments. Obviously they, you know, yeah, it was just some of the piles, you know, before this were a little bit more contentious. Okay, like maybe a lot of arguing happening, maybe some people kind of being a little bit sad, burdened. So I'm not sensing that in your pile at all. Lots of love here, lots of traveling, lots of fun, lightheartedness. And even this card right here, it says adventure, like jump in, adventure. Okay, so say yes to change. So definitely some change happening. I think I already kind of talked about that with the Ace of Pentacles. You know, there's a major shift happening once you guys get together and marry, but a lot of adventures, a lot of traveling going on in your relationship, which is awesome. I haven't gotten that for any other pile either. Y'all are the only pile I've gotten like traveling and stuff like that for. But yeah, and then this one, your life is a Kansas, artist, manifestation, and creative accountability. I just feel like this marriage is going to bring out the best in the both of you, you know, so both of you are going to be able to like be yourselves and do what you want to do creatively is what I'm trying to say. Sorry guys. And there was something else I wanted to say, but now I forgot because I started laughing at the way I couldn't say oh my god, I still can't say it, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, I can't remember the other thing I was gonna say. Maybe it'll come back to me. Okay, maybe it'll come back to me and then I'll say it. But with these cards right here, okay, So first of all, I want to say right off the bat, and I think I already kind of said this, remember your person, like your future spouse, is very focused on the coin, right? Like they want to build financial abundance, they want to build financial stability. So they're very focused on their career, money, goals. And with occupation next to gift here, right, like them being next to each other like this, I get the sense that this person's going to be earning really well. Like this person's going to be earning really well. They're going to have a lot of money because, I feel like they might have a really good job. And they're gonna have a job that pays them a lot. I don't know if they like their job or not, but it's gonna be a job that pays them a lot, which is why you guys are gonna, I feel like once you guys get together, with both of your incomes, there's definitely gonna be an elevation in financial status for the both of you combined. Okay, perhaps you have a really good job too, so I just feel like there's gonna be some type of, with the Ace of Pentacles, some type of financial status elevation when you guys get together. But this person is gonna have like a really good job. Okay, so you guys are gonna be able to afford a lot of abundance and like traveling a lot and all of that, like the finer things in life. And oh my god, I just noticed it says your luck will soon change. That's exactly what I freaking said with the Ace of Pentacles. When you guys get married, like there's gonna be like a huge shift in luck for the both of you. And with financial status, opportunities, abundance. So definitely seeing that. And with revelry and indulgence, it's just kind of what I said, right? Like you guys are going to be doing pretty well financially, and you guys are going to live that life of like, I don't want to say luxury. I mean, you guys might, like that stuff, but I feel like it's more of like you're going to have a lot of money and you guys are going to be able to buy all the things you like and just kind of live it up, like travel, eat good foods, maybe visit nice restaurants. And that's what I get from this card right here. Okay. But let's get to their personality cards. Okay, so this is just going to give us a better view of their personality and the type of person they're like. Okay, so a flirt. Yep, a lot of flirting is going to be happening between the both of you, and your person is a flirt. Okay, holy crap, long distance. Holy crap. Okay, I got the sense from the Five of Cups in reverse, and there was something else. There was something else that kind of tipped me off. I think it was even the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, it was these two cards. So remember the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like all of a sudden there's gonna be a lot of new opportunities once you guys get married. But like I feel like that was because there's gonna be some type of change in location. And with the Five of Cups in reverse, I feel like, someone, I mean, not only were you guys gonna be helping each other, or one person was gonna help the other heal, right, or move on from something from the past, but I feel like there was gonna be a bittersweetness because someone's gonna have to relocate, was the like vibe I was getting. So not surprised that this card came out. Okay, so interesting. Anger problems. So your person might have a little bit of a temper. Okay, like they are fun and lighthearted, but sometimes maybe they can have a little bit of a temper. So they go from 0 to 100 real quick, if you know what I mean. Goals. Yep, your person is super focused on their career goals, was the vibe I was getting. Super focused on building financial wealth and stability and abundance there. High maintenance. Okay, yep, not surprised. So high maintenance to me is someone like who likes the finer things in life, right? Like they want the nicest restaurants, they want the nicest wine bottles, they want like the nicest clothes, like they're very picky because they can afford to be picky, right? So if you can afford to be picky, why not? And that's just the vibe I'm getting with like this card right here, like revelry and indulgence, and the Ace of Pentacles. So you guys are going to be pretty financially stable and abundant, young. So you guys are going to be a young couple. This person might be your age or younger. Your future spouse might be your age or younger. Okay, but I feel like you guys are going to be like around the same age is what I'm trying to say. But I don't think this person's going to be older than you though. It's either the same age or a little bit younger. Lack of connection. So my intuition is telling me that initially when you guys first start talking, you guys might feel like there's a lack of connection, like the both of you can't relate, or I don't know how this is going to work, maybe it's like the long distance thing too that could be causing this fear. But obviously that's going to be very short-lived because you guys are going to end up getting married. Ladder. Yeah, this person is going to be focused on, with the goals card here, right, and the Knight of Pentacles, they're gonna be focused on climbing the ladder at work. Okay, so someone very career focused and driven. spouse. Oh my god, the fact that this came out right after ladder, like this person, your person's probably already going to be a boss, like a manager, an owner, business owner, you know, some type of like authority figure in their career is what I'm trying to say. Or with the ladder coming out, maybe they're trying to work towards this, like work towards being a boss. Okay, so that can be either or, but either way, I mean, this person's successful, totally successful. Struggles in career slash project. Yeah, so this just tells me that, you know, I think maybe they're not here yet. Okay, they could be, maybe they want to go higher than this, but I feel like they're trying to climb the ladder right now to get to a higher position at work, and I feel like they're kind of struggling in that. But I mean, they're still really successful and financially abundant, but maybe that's just something they're dealing with. Independent. Okay, yeah, so this person's super independent, not surprised. Self-love. So maybe this person is on a self-love journey, or maybe they've already experienced this journey and they know self-love now, like they now have self-love and they didn't before. Honest. Okay, so I feel like two things I'm getting here. It could be that they're a really honest person, but my intuition wants to tell me that they think you are an honest person, like they appreciate your honesty and they need to hear it, like they like to hear it, they appreciate that. That's what my intuition's telling me, so I'm gonna go with that. Fun times. Okay, yeah, so you guys are gonna have a lot of fun times together, as we already established, right? And last but not least, for the personality cards, outdoorsy. So your person's gonna be super outdoorsy and not surprised. You know, this person loves traveling and exploring things, so I'm not surprised about that at all. Let's get to your love bombs. Okay, so these are just messages from them to you from the future. Okay, so how they're going to talk to you, what are they going to think about you or like about you. You are one of the most trustworthy people I know. All I appreciate your honesty. Holy crap. Okay, I mean, it could be that they're honest too, but I just kept getting the vibe that they felt like you were an honest person. I don't know why my gut was telling me that, but I guess, you know, I appreciate your honesty and trustworthy as well, right? I feel like honest people are trustworthy, so I get butterflies in my stomach when I know I'll see you soon. Super cute. And we have, you bring out the best in others. Yeah, so this person's gonna think you bring out the best in them. Maybe you're the one who's going to be helping them heal from past wounds. Because remember, we got the Five of Cups in reverse. I feel like someone was going to be helping someone else heal from something in their past. You have great taste. Love it. I admire your willingness to help others. Interesting, guys. I love it. Okay, so this is all I have for you guys. A really, really positive reading compared to some of the other piles. Yeah, if you like this message, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and take care, guys. Bye, y'all. Hey y'all, pile number 6, this is your reading, and today we're going to talk about who are you going to be marrying, who is your future spouse. These 3 cards are going to tell us about their personality. These 4 cards are going to tell us about their, like, how is your marriage life going to be like how are the dynamics of your marriage going to be like, and anything important. I'll discuss what these 4 cards right here mean as well, okay? And we also have a bunch of personality cards, so we're going to get even more in detail about your future spouse and their personality besides just these 3 cards. And then we have some love bombs here that are just messages from your future spouse to you from the future, and what they think about you, what they would say to you. And then we also have some fortune cards, so we're going to use Kipper, we're going to use the Madame deck, and then these are my clarifiers, which you guys are the only pile I had to pull clarifiers for, and I'll get to that once we get started on our reading, okay? But we have a lot to get to, so super detailed up in her, okay? I'll put these on the side right here for now. Okay, so let's get started, guys. So your future spouse and their personality, okay? So these 3 cards are going to tell us about their personality. I sense that your future spouse is someone who's a total dreamer, okay, with the page of emotions right here. So a total dreamer, looks to the bright side of everything. They might be a water sign, okay, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be, but I'm getting they might have a lot of water in their chart even, okay. But yeah, super emotional, very positive and optimistic. They're the type of people, yeah, they're the type of person who looks more on the bright side, right? They look at the glass half full rather than empty. And I did get the vibe that they sometimes tend to have their rose-colored glasses on, and you know, and so they forget to see the reality of things because you're looking through their rose-colored glasses, okay? So in that case, sometimes it tends to bite them in the butt, but overall, they're very sensitive and very romantic is how I feel, okay? And with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like your person, I can't talk right now, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna take a quick sip of water. Okay, I paused the camera to take a quick sip of water because I don't want you guys to hear that sound. I think there's other piles where I had to do that, but I didn't pause it, so they heard like that nasty, like, chugging sound. Sorry, guys. But okay, so Five of Pentacles. Yeah, your person is on their way to financial improvement right now, okay? Possibly even once you guys get married, but I just get the sense right now they're like on their way to financial improvement, on their way to financial abundance. Like they're working very hard at their goals and their career so that they can be financially abundant, okay? So I do get the vibe that they're a very hard worker. And with the moon right here, I get a sense that your person does struggle with anxiety sometimes, okay? Like maybe they get a little bit fearful sometimes. Overall, they are a very optimistic person though, but sometimes I feel like they tend to have some anxiety issues, okay? Like, I mean, who doesn't these days? But I do sense that. But I also sense that they're very intuitive. Like this is someone who's very intuitive. They trust their gut before anything else and they know it. Like, I don't get a huge sense that they're spiritual in, you know, or anything. I mean, I'm not getting any cards for that, but in some of the other piles I did get like a lot of spiritual cards. I'm not getting that here, but I do get the vibe that this person is very, very intuitive. Like they just naturally have a really, really strong intuition and they can read people. They know what's up before anyone even opens their mouth. Okay, so a very intuitive person here. And okay, so this is a part where I kind of had to pull a lot of clarifiers, okay? So these four cards tell us about how your married life with them is going to be like what are the dynamics of the relationship going to be like once you guys are married, you know, all of that jazz, okay? Like the bond between you two, all of that. So I got the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords is like my like sadness and heartbreak card, okay? So I was like, wait a minute, why the freak is a Three of Swords in here? Because I didn't really get that for another pile. There was one other pile where I did kind of get some type of situation like this, but not like this bad, you know? It's not bad. It's not bad. Let me clarify, okay? So I had no idea what to make of this. So your pile is the only pile I had to pull the clarifiers for, which is what I was telling you guys earlier, right? So Three of Swords is my heartbreak card, okay? Like heartbreak, grief, sadness, some sorrow. And so I was like, okay, what the freak? Why is this here? So then I wanted to clarify it and I pulled an Ace of Swords. And Ace of Swords is my card of like new beginnings, okay? Like, yeah, new beginnings, like a new thing happening, a new idea, new beginning, or new clarity, right? So I was like, okay, well that still doesn't tell me what is going on, you know, like so that means like heartbreak or grief over some type of new beginning or new a new thing. So then I wanted to clarify this even further because I don't know what's going on, and I got the Ten of Swords, which is my card of backstabbing, betrayal, you know, again, heartbreak, backstabbing, betrayal, okay? So I stopped there. I think that in your marriage, somewhere in your marriage, someone was gonna feel like heartbreak over being betrayed or backstabbed. Whether this could be either you feeling like you were betrayed and backstabbed and now you're heartbroken, or this can be your person who feels betrayed, backstabbed, or heartbroken over something you did, okay? So it's, I don't know who it is, either you're feeling this type of way or they're feeling this type of way, but you know, I feel like you guys do move on from this though. So I'll give you the whole, like, I'll give you the whole shabam on this, but like, yeah, so some type of sadness or heartbreak you know, or feeling betrayed or backstabbed over some type of new information or new, like a new beginning, okay? So someone feels heartbreak or like backstabbed over something, okay? And this doesn't mean that someone in this relationship actually did do this. It could be false information, you know, like for example, I'm just gonna say this. Here's an example. Maybe maybe a jealous friend of yours told you that, hey, I saw your, you know, your spouse at, you know, on dinner with so and so, like trying to cause drama or like conflict to get your person to think that someone was cheating but they really weren't, you know, and now you're like, I don't know who to believe, you know, or whatever. But something like that, you know, or it could be actual backstabbing, but you know, we'll read the rest of the cards. But like, do you get what I'm saying? That's just an example, so it doesn't have to be an actual backstabbing. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. But I do see a lot of like, you know, sorrow, heartbreak, or sadness over this, but this does resolve, because the next card we do get is the Eight of Swords, I'm sorry. And the Eight of Swords is my card about feeling stuck and trapped, okay? Feeling stuck and trapped, not knowing what to do, okay? And I feel like that, well, first of all, this card is in reverse. So since it's in reverse, that means that you guys are not going to be feeling trapped, stuck, or like defeated anymore, okay? So I feel like a peaceful resolution was going to occur with whatever this problem is, okay? So there's going to be a peaceful resolution, there is going to be clarity, and I feel like the both of you are going to move on from this, okay? So initially, yeah, it's going to cause a lot of drama and like heartbreak and conflict, but I think you guys are going to receive clarity. You aren't going to feel stuck and trapped anymore. You guys are going to resolve this peacefully, and you guys are going to move on. But I feel like this you know, situation does cause a major shift in your relationship. The Death card is about having like a huge change, okay? So there, after this occurs, there's going to be a huge change in your relationship, and I feel like this is a good change, because literally right after the Death card we have the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups is all about, you know, it like feeling positive, okay? Feeling positive, a renewed love, so basically a renewed love life, romance, love, happiness, joy, okay? So I feel like after all this drama, a huge change, once it resolves, you guys are going to peacefully resolve this issue. There's going to be a huge change in your love life or in your marriage, and there's going to be a lot of happiness, joy, peace, you know, like a renewal of love, a renewal of romance, okay? So, you know, I feel like everything in life is divinely guided, so I feel like the universe felt this needed to happen, like this, you know, this like possibly even like a tower moment, you know, it seems like that's what's going on, needed to happen, and maybe this actually ends up making your marriage even stronger and even better, okay? So, yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting from there, okay? But we're gonna get more information. So I did want to talk about these 4 cards right here. So first of all, you know, like I said, with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, your future spouse is going to be very focused on building financial abundance and like, you know, climbing up the ladder at work and just doing well for themselves. So I feel like you are pretty well off as well. Like I feel like you are probably doing pretty well in your career, or you will be doing really good in your career by the time you get married, because I feel like this abundance comes from both of you. Like both of you are gonna like bring in a lot of abundance together and do really well financially is the you know, messages I'm getting. And forgiveness, so forgiveness has to do with this situation right here. Like someone felt backstabbed, someone felt betrayed here, you know, yeah, someone felt backstabbed and betrayed, but I feel like someone in this relationship, either you or them, ends up forgiving, you know, one another, and that's when the peaceful resolution occurs and you guys are able to, you know, have a stronger marriage with more love, joy, and peace, okay? So yeah, there is some forgiveness here happening, you know, with one of you, perhaps a both of you, you know, because we don't know whatever the situation was, okay? And with these 2 cards right here, I want to kind of bring this one into attention, because it says baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So remember I said that your person was going to have a really good intuition, okay? Like they're just going to know, like they listen to their gut. So this just kind of further you know, confirms that to me. And then this card right here, okay, light worker, star seed, serve the world by being you. I feel like either one of you, either them or you, are either a light worker or a star seed. So someone here is super spiritual. It might be you, because you are watching the tarot videos, you know, and like I know a lot of people who watch my videos are spiritual in nature and believe in something more. So it could be you that's a light worker or a star seed, okay? But this is just telling you to like stay on that path. You're gonna be doing amazing, okay? I think you're gonna bring some of your like healing into this marriage as well, okay? And like perhaps even help your future spouse see, you know, see that there's more to life, okay? And so I asked Spirit, we're gonna get to the fortune cards now, but I asked Spirit to give me more information on, you know, the dynamics of this marriage, and how will pile number 6 spouse be like, any more information. And these are the cards that I got, okay? Let me lay them out her. I kind of want this to be like this. I don't know why. Okay, but hopefully you guys can see this. I can zoom in a little bit if you can't. I always forget to zoom out sometimes. Like in another pile, I started talking about other things and pointing to other things, and I didn't even zoom out, but hopefully I remember this time. Okay, so a long journey brings rewards, and I just feel like it's about this situation, okay? It's like, oh sorry, see what I mean? I'm pointing at stuff and I'm zoomed in, so I always forget that. But remember this situation with like the swords and like heartbreak, betrayal, or whatever, right? I feel like it's gonna be a long journey, you know, but I think it was meant to happen, because maybe this marriage was on a foundation that wasn't stable, and something needed to happen in order to make the marriage better, to make it more stable, to express what both of you want to each other, to start a whole fresh start, a whole fresh renewal, okay? So I think it's going to be a blessing in disguise for you guys. I seriously do. Obviously, don't deal with any toxicity. I'm not promoting any toxicity or anything like that, but my gut is telling me, you know, follow your intuition. Remember, follow your intuition, but my gut's just telling me that it's like a blessing in disguise, okay? But if it's super toxic, then no, that's not a blessing. But I don't get that sense, okay? But with these two cards right here, okay, so with Toll and Labor and Privileged Lady, that just tells me like the success card is here. Okay, see, I'm pointing at stuff again. Remember, the success card is right there, and we have, yeah, this is a card I'm talking about, guys, you can't see, but I feel like, you know, with your future spouse working very hard to build financial abundance, and I feel like you're gonna be pretty well off too, like, or by the time you get married, I feel like your career is going to be going very well. You're going to be earning money from something, okay, and you're going to be doing really well as well. So I feel like, you know, from both of your jobs, you guys are going to be very privileged. Like, you guys are gonna, it says a privileged lady right here, right? So you guys are going to be very privileged. You guys are going to be able to, like, you know, afford the nicer things in life and live a very comfortable life with each other, okay? That's the vibe I'm getting. And be meticulous and patient. I think this is just advice for this situation, like that rough situation I was describing about, you know, just to be very patient and don't like be impulsive. You know, meticulous means like to plan it out, don't like jump to conclusions, don't be impulsive, like listen to everything, you know, so that's what that means right there for me. Okay, and now let's get to the personality cards, okay? So these cards are just going to tell us about your person's personality. We already kind of got that idea from these three cards, but I wanted to go more in depth, okay? So, artistic and creative. Okay, so your person might be a little bit artistic and creative. Happiness. Yeah, so remember I told you your person is going to be more on the positive and optimistic side. So I think they're going to be pretty happy overall. Stuck. So for whatever reason, someone here feels a little bit stuck. Okay, we'll get more information on that. Low self-esteem. Okay, so someone has low self-esteem here. I feel like this could be your person. I think they have low self-esteem. Power couple. Okay, yeah, so yeah, oh my god, yes, power couple. Guys, remember I said, like, it says privileged lady right here. You guys are going to be very successful together. Like, both of you guys are going to have your own money going on. Like, you're going to be earning a lot, they're going to be earning a lot. Both of you guys are going to be doing very well in your own careers, and you come together and you guys are like this power couple, okay? So yeah, totally getting that. Sabotage. So I think this just kind of has to do with, like, you know, that situation I was describing here. I think someone here, like, accidentally sabotaged this relationship, but like you guys do like come out of it. You guys do reconcile, come out of it. I have to sneeze. Whew. Oh my god, sorry guys. I've never sneezed during like a reading before. I'm sorry for that. But okay. Yeah, so someone here did kind of try to like, I mean not try to, but they accidentally sabotaged this relationship, but you guys do pull through it, okay? Like I don't see any horrible ending or like pain. I think it actually renews your relationship, okay? Respect. So this person does respect you a lot, okay? Regrets. Yep, I'm gonna put this under here because I think this has to do with this situation. Okay, so someone here has regrets. I have a feeling it might be your person who screws up. I don't know. I'm just, because all these cards right here, I asked Spirit to describe your person. Okay, to describe pile number 6 as future spouse. So we got that they're, you know, artistic and creative. They're happy. They feel stuck in some way. They sabotage something. They're having regrets. They do respect you though. They do have low self-esteem. They think you guys are a power couple, and they are wise. Okay, they do seem a little bit wise and mature. Successful. Yep, they're gonna be successful. School. So I don't know. Maybe you guys meet in school. Maybe they're in school when you guys meet. Something about school there. Honest. So they might be an honest person, or I feel like I'm getting the vibe that they might think you're an honest person. Leader. Yeah, so they're going to be a leader of some sort, which is why they're going to find so much success. Like, I think they're going to be a leader in their workforce, or they're trying to be a leader, so that brings them a lot of success. Worry. So I did say that your person tends to have anxiety issues sometimes. So I think they are sometimes a little bit of a worrier, okay? I don't think it's all the time, because the vibe that I got from them overall was that they're very optimistic and they look on the bright side, you know? Driven. Yup, I'll put this right down here. Successful, leader, driven. So that's going to be your future spouse right there. And then we have confidence. So it's weird that confidence came out, and then there's like low self-esteem here too. You know, but I feel like overall, like the vibe they exude is confidence, okay? Even though they might be a little bit insecure, because they are a leader of some sort, or they're trying to be at least. So that does take a lot of confidence, okay? So this person has confidence. So let's get to our love bombs. These are just messages from them to you from the future, okay? You're always there for me, and I really appreciate it. Love it. I admire your way with words. I put these very sloppily. You have a wonderful family, and I'm happy for you. So you know the vibe I'm getting from this? I'm getting that when you are going through this difficult time, or when you guys are going through this rough patch in your marriage, I think your family is really going to be there for you, really going to be by your side and supporting you, which is amazing. You are one of the most reliable people I know. Thank you. Love it. You bring out the best in others. And we have, last but not least, I admire your courage. Love it. Okay, so guys, that's all I have for you all. Okay, if you like this message, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I can do way more detailed ones in the future. Okay, but you guys take care. Bye y'all.